Democracy in the United States is something we often take for granted. But what if, in an alternate timeline, that our very democracy was dismantled from within? Today we explore a fictional scenario, right, where a US president could hypothetically become a dictator and rule forever. In this scenario, the stage is set by a series of catastrophic events. A severe economic recession plunges the country into chaos, causing widespread unemployment and desperation. At the same time, social unrest reaches a boiling point, with protests and violent clashes becoming a daily occurrence. Internationally, the threat of war looms large as tensions with foreign powers escalates. My fellow Americans, these are trying times, but together we will overcome. I will do whatever it takes to protect our great nation and restore order. In response to the crises, this president persuades Congress to grant him emergency powers. These powers, he argues, are necessary to swiftly address the nation's problem. Despite reservations, Congress agrees, believing that these measures are temporary. Within these new powers, the president quickly consolidates control. He enacts sweeping reforms, suspends certain civil liberties, and deploys the military to maintain peace. Many Americans, fearful for their safety, support these drastic measures. As time goes on, the president begins to manipulate the system to extend his control. He appoints loyalists to key positions in the government, including the judiciary. When the time comes for the next election, he uses his influence to pass legislation that changes the rules in his favor. Under the guise of national security, he pushes through a constitutional amendment that allows him to run for an unprecedented third term. The amendment is nearly passed, with many lawmakers coerced or bribed into supporting him. In subsequent elections, opposing candidates mysteriously drop out or face baseless legal charges. The media, now under state control, portrays the president as the only viable leader. The illusion of democracy remains, but the outcome is predetermined. Over time, the American people grow accustomed to this new reality. The idea of freedom and democracy becomes a distant memory as the president continues to rule unchallenged. My fellow Americans, I have dedicated my life to ensuring the stability and prosperity of our great nation. As long as I am here, you will never need to worry. In this hypothetical situation, what started as a temporary measure becomes a permanent dictatorship. The president, once a democratically elected leader, has now become a ruler for life. This is just a fictional scenario, but it serves as a cautionary tale. The price of liberty is eternal vigilance. Could something like this ever happen? It's up to us to ensure it doesn't. And as always, take care of your money.